How y'all doing?
Good. How you doing? How's the recovery going?
It's going great. Going great. I'm cleared to throw standing up next week. I'm excited to really zip it around and get off that one knee.
Hendon, have you talked to the New Orleans Saints? And if you were to be drafted by them, how would that, what would that experience be like?
Yeah, I haven't spoken to them here at the Combine yet. But, first and foremost, I want to come in and learn, be a sponge from any and everyone. If that be vets, coaches, on the field and off the field, how to be a pro. That's the first thing I want to do. And then just embark my, my character and the person that I am, building trust around the whole organization.
You had a historically good offense last year. What clicked?
I felt like in 2021 we had a good offense as well. But just continuing to gel and have that chemistry that following year, we did a lot of extra work. Anytime that we had the opportunity to get together, whether that be on the field or off the field, we did that, and that showed on the field.
Hey, Hendon, speaking of the... Like when you can't do the things that you want to do, and then you're also having to answer these questions about your health instead of just who you really are.
Yeah, starting with attitude. I'm extremely blessed to be here. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, something I've dreamed of, since a kid. So continuing to control what I can control, keep my confidence as well. But that mental side of the game, elevating that mental side of the game however I can, continue to rehab, finally being able to do total body workouts and put some weight on that leg. So I'm excited to get back to throwing next week. No, you can't say that now. You still got OG T Martin. You still got OG Peyton Manning. Those are two of my mentors. So I'll come third to them.
And have you met with the Raiders yet?
Yes, met with the Raiders.
How did that go with Josh?
Yeah, we're great. We had a lot of conversations. Just about getting to know me, and then talking ball. I had a great time.
What has been just kind of your overall message to the team?
Yeah, first and foremost, my leadership. Connecting with everyone in the building, gaining that trust, and knowing how to communicate with any and everyone there, and then just learning. Like I said, those are the biggest parts. The football comes after that.
What's the biggest question about your game that teams are asking you that you're most excited to show you can do in this league?
Oh yeah, just control the offense. As you can see on film, a lot of times I make a lot of protection calls, make a lot of checks at the line. You can see run the pass to run, and then I can make every throw. The way that we run our offense, the wide splits, those are all grown men throws. Like I'm not throwing any 5-yard outs. I'm throwing big boy balls. So.
You said Peyton is a mentor.
Yeah. Everybody can throw the ball. Everybody's a great quarterback. But my consistency and my accuracy, as you can see on film, I've completed 69% of my passes. So I continue to be accurate and get the playmakers the ball. That's the main goal.
You mentioned that Peyton has kind of helped mentor you. Has there been kind of a consistent message that he's imparted?
Anything that I ever, when I ask him, he's gonna, give me a great answer. He always does. He's a great football mind and a great person as well. So I remember asking him and Eli, what are some steps that you took to, get your teammates to have that same hunger and drive as you do for the love of the process. And they gave me some great answers. I won't give the secret sauce out, but they gave me some great answers, and I applied those, and it helped us out this season. Yes, it did. Yeah, it'd be huge. Learning from Dak, who's a great quarterback, and watching him for a very long time. Love a lot of the things that he does, in his game. But that cerebral side is huge. And, like I said, I want to be a sponge when I come in. I want to learn from any and everybody however I can.
When do you expect to be fully healthy?
I expect to be healthy 100% around camp time. So.
How big of a role does film study play in your preparation for game day?
Huge. I spend countless hours, in the facility or at home. Me and my roommate Joe Milton spend a lot of time watching film. I spend a lot of time watching film with coaches, by myself. My preparation is ridiculous. If I sat here and told you my whole weekly process, we ran out of time. But I'm a huge advocate on preparation. I want to be prepared for any and every situation.
You mentioned that you'll be throwing, I think, stationary next week.
Yeah, next week.
Is there much that you can do physically for teams before the draft, you think? Like pro day or anything?
There probably is, but I wouldn't want to take a chance. I would rather my knee be 100%, where I want it to be, so that I can have a long career.
And then I know you mentioned you haven't met with the New Orleans Saints here in Indy, but have you spent some time with them over the course of the offseason, and what have been your impressions of the organization?
Yeah, spent some time with them. Great organization, great people, great football minds. We really just got a get to know me type of situation, and talked a little ball, but it was a great process.
Did you have an existing relationship with Cody Burns already from your year together?
Yeah, he was at Tennessee, and spent a lot of time with him. He was telling me about his quarterback days at Auburn, he's a great guy and a great football mind as well. He implemented a lot of good plays for us at Tennessee that worked in our favor.
What do you make of that Knoxville to New Orleans sort of pipeline that you've seen over the course of the past few years?
Yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah. It's a cool pipeline. I have communication with every one of those guys. I had dinner with Alontae Taylor last week. He came out to California and he was working out, so I came up and had dinner with him. We talked about some of the things that he encounters down in New Orleans. Yeah, no, I haven't met with them here at the Combine. And I think that'll be huge. Just to see, how he has progressed through his career is amazing. And, you never can stay the same. You're either going to get better or you're going to get worse. And he's made it clear that he's much better. And I want to continue to excel through my career exactly how he did. That 2021 defense from Georgia was pretty dominant. I remember talking about Nakobe Dean and how he was getting sideline to sideline. He was tough, and then Trayvon Walker, he's a monster as well. No, I haven't.
And then there's always talk about the Tennessee offense, what got some wide open guys. I'm sure you've heard talk. How would you respond to it?
I mean, I can't help that defenders can't guard my receivers. So my job is to get them the ball. And yeah. Okay, yeah. So a lot of these questions about one-sided reads and stuff, we have pure progression routes. It's not my fault. My first read is getting open, but we have pre-snap looks, one high, two high, which side, double footwork combo. We have pure progression with an alert, with an option. Any of these questions, they're cool and all, but if you really dig into our offense and actually watch the film, then you would understand, it's elevated to a whole other level. And how fast that we're going, I have to process a lot of information at the same time and communicate with everyone.
Even though some media folks are asking questions about that, what has been the reception of NFL scouts and NFL personnel when they're actually looking over that team?
Yeah, they want to know, what we do. So, really breaking that down to them and, communicating what responsibilities I have at the line of scrimmage, changing protections, being very vocal, talking in the huddle sometimes, also going under center. We went under center a lot this year. I even threw a pass from under center this year. So, just being able to go in there and talk balls, which I love to do, and show how cerebral I am, has been great. Say it again. No. How fast I'm recovering, I really need to slow myself down some, but I'm excited to get back to a better me, much better than what I've been playing.
Are there any other, maybe quarterbacks or other position players who have had similar experiences to yours, kind of look at as an inspiration? Maybe?
Yeah, always my big bro, Keenan Allen. I grew up around Keenan. My dad used to train him when he was in high school, him and his brother and his cousin, Maurice Harris. And just him reaching out to me, telling me, hey, it's going to be all right. Just keep your head up. Also, Alvin Kamara hit me up. That's big bro as well. Just going through, just different things on how to keep my mental, where it needs to be. Yeah, they like I said, we play with a chip on our shoulder at Tennessee. So, we get a lot of disrespect. So we want to make it clear that we're going to come out and dominate day in and day out. And, the work that we put in has shown. They catch countless amounts of jugs throughout the week. I'll probably say maybe 3,000 balls a week. And that's just jugs alone. That's not catching with me and Joe, which we're throwing 3 times a week at the least. So just continuing to gel and continuing to have that chemistry and the work that they put in, it showed on film, and it showed this past year in our season. Yeah, I thought we were going to score a little bit more the way we started. We had a couple mishaps, gave them a free touchdown down close in in their end zone. I fumbled the ball, so they scored. But I really just wanted to win the ball game. That's what I'm here to do. Keep every moment the same. It might be a big game, but every game we're going to approach it the same way, whether we're playing the best team in the nation or the worst team in the nation. And it was also my father's birthday, so I had to get my dad a win for his birthday. No, I have just an informal meeting, not a formal. Yes, I have. I got a lot of those questions. You're going to be better than your father when you get older. From a young age, and I always told him, I'll be way better than my dad. But we're still a very competitive family. My little brother coming up, we still have a quarterback competition, all the time. Whenever I go back home, accuracy competitions, and really competitive family. My mom and sister, if they could play quarterback, they play as well. It didn't take too long. I threw 6 touchdowns. We go by touchdowns, so how many touchdowns you throw in the game? I threw 6 touchdowns my junior year in round 1 that game, so 7 touchdowns. My brother threw 7 in round 1 game, so now he holds the record. And now he has to beat my record in college, which is 5. So, yeah.
How important was that Alabama win to you, your team, your program?
Yeah, it was huge, for not just us, but for the community, for Knoxville, for Vol Nation, just to let everybody know that we're back. And back and better than ever, for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do this year coming up with Joe at the rim, and they got some pieces, so I'm excited.
Hendon, how are you? You feel like you're ahead of schedule, or are you having to slow yourself down? Who's trying to slow you down in your recovery?
Yeah, myself, I have to slow myself down a little bit, but Doc is telling me, he's very proud of how hard I've worked to get my quad strength and quad girth back to where it is now, especially from where it started. I went from being on crutches for 6 weeks to walking the next week that I got off my crutches to being able to do one leg sit to stands. So I'm excited to really get back to putting a lot of weight on my lower body. I'm really top heavy right now, so when I can finally put that weight back on my lower body, I can get to where I want to be weight wise. Especially today, I was 219. That's usually my regular weight if I wasn't working out or doing anything crazy.
And are you scheduled to meet with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at all?
Yeah, I met with them already.
Was that formal or?
Yeah, formal.
And when you're meeting with NFL teams, are they asking you about your offense and how those guys get to it? Maybe they want to steal some stuff?
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you're a football mind, you see something working, you're gonna immediately click like, hey, how do you do this? So everybody's just intrigued on how we run our offense, and it's a cool thing. If you ever are in our offense, then you're gonna love it.
As a transfer,
I tell them how we do certain things, it's effective in what we do. Can it translate to the NFL? Some of it can. So yeah.
How excited were you to see Joe play as well as he did in the Orange Bowl?
Say it again.
How excited were you to see Joe play as well as he did in the Orange Bowl?
Super excited. That's my right-hand man. So we talked about that moment, for a very long time. From 2021, when he was a starter, I communicated to him, hey, it doesn't matter who's in there. Let's just make sure we win ball games. And that's how we just became such close friends and such great competitors as well. Day in and day out, me and Joe pushed each other to be better.
And as a former Tennessee Volunteer quarterback, do you have a relationship with Peyton at all? And have you talked about him getting back to the process?
Yeah, Peyton's one of my mentors. I talk to him before and after every game. He is, just extremely cerebral on the football side and great guy as well. Whether that comes from leadership advice to football advice.
As a transfer, how do you win over a new locker room?
First and foremost, got to make a connection with everyone in the building, gain that trust, and show my personality and my character. They know any of my teammates that I've played with and any of my friends. They know that they can come to me for any and everything, no matter when it is. So gaining that trust first before the ball is even rolled out was something that I made an emphasis on. Whether we're running sprints or something, I'm just encouraging guys to actually moving to that lead from the front, and like I said, making those connections, making sure that I know how to communicate with this guy differently from this guy. So. Yeah.
Obviously, and seeing some field, but in the locker room, are you a funny guy? Are you a guy that gives all the advice?
Yeah, I'm all of the above. anything. If you need anything from me, they can come to me. I'm a great friend, and I think that translates to just being a great teammate. Many times throughout the season, we're joking and laughing, but when it's time to get down to business, they know I mean business, and that's something that's helped us. Just from a leadership standpoint, the whole leadership council and the whole captain's committee at Tennessee, has made a huge emphasis on leading from the player side.
What do you think Jalen's going to run the 40 tomorrow?
Something fast. He's flash, so I'm excited to see him go out there and turn that speed on and just have fun. So just have fun, relax, and run your race.
Cedric said earlier today that Tennessee's wide receiver you agree?
I agree, and QBU. So.
Hendon, what's your favorite gospel song?
I'm gonna have to go. Ooh, that's a tough one. I have so many, man. I have my gospel playlist before every game. I have to go Kiki Shear, Indescribable. That's my favorite.
Hendon, would you consider yourself a sneakerhead?
Yeah, of course.
All right, I've been broke my whole life until very recently. Okay. What should be my first pair of Jordans?
First pair of Jordans. I think you should keep it simple. If you can get your hands on something, the sneaker market these days are ridiculous. I've been a sneakerhead since 7th grade, and
that's why I'm working on my first pair.
To see J's go up to $700 is absurd, and to see Dunks go up from $100 when they're released to $400 is absurd. So get something simple to start off. Let me see. I think those Cool Grays, you can never go wrong with Cool Grays, and they just re-released, so I know they're somewhere. Somebody has them in stock somewhere.
Appreciate it.
Time for one more. Last question. Anybody? No? Okay, good.
No, I have one last
Go ahead. Last question.
So, gotta have it. 3rd and 8, extended red zone, and it's against cover 3. What's your favorite?
I'm probably going to go some type of Y over concept, starting from the boundary read, keying that single side safety, see if I can get, kind of a one-on-one matchup, or just something simple to the boundary, getting my eyes from there to the Y over to something freaky outside, maybe a double move, to the flat.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Hendon.